Por eso que la Marie Claire los pilló un temporal horroroso.
Horroroso. Jai Satchidanand.
Vishuddhatma Shuddha.
Shuddha.
Jai Satchidanand, dear Luz, Cecilia, Patricia, Marcela, Devdasi, Ruiz, Haman, Lisa, Gabriela, everyone. Jai Satchidanand.
Vishuddhatma Shuddha.
Shuddha.
Cecilia, yes. Oh,
Oh.
yay, beautiful. Beautiful Dada.
Beautiful.
Beautiful Dada. Yes. Yes. I'm getting an extra sound. Okay. So with a deep reverence feel namaskars to the Paramatma, Dada Bhagwan within each one of us as we begin our satsang. Just 1 minute, I need to bring something. Yeah. You carry on, I'll be right back.
Ok. Los más elevados saludos a todos los Paramatmas en todos nosotros.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand, Herman. Yes.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand, Marcela, dear. Okay. So let us begin with the three mantra. Cecilia, three mantra.
Namo Vidragai. Namo Arihamtanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Vasayanam. Namo Loe Sabasahunam. Eso pancha namukaro. Savapava panashano. Mangalanam cha savesim. Padaman havai mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchidanand. Namo Vidragai. Namo Arihamtanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Vasayanam. Namo Loe Sabasahunam. Eso pancha namukaro. Savapava panashano. Mangalanam cha savisim. Padaman habai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Sachidananda. Namo Vidragaya. Namo Ariham Tanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Vasayanam. Namo Loe Savasahunam. Eso Panchanamukaro Savapavapanasha. Mangalanam cha savisim Padaman Pavari Sundaram. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Sachidanam. Jai Sachidanam. Jai Sachidanam. Jai Sachidanam.
Wonderful. Jai Sachidanand, my dear. Yes. Wonderful. Well, we're all back from in the presence, in the beautiful presence of the Gnani there in Sao Paulo. I was so happy that you were all there, and you look all very energized. All of you had a wonderful time, huh?
Yes, yes. Dice que bueno, que está muy feliz que hayamos estado en presencia del Gnani y que nos vea todos muy energizados.
Yeah, well, that is the beauty of the Gnani. Yes, that is the value of the presence of the one who doesn't want anything out of this world simply.
Eso es estar en la presencia del Gnani y en la presencia de aquel que no quiere absolutamente nada de este mundo.
Yeah, right. When you don't when you don't want anything out of this world, then the world gives you everything.
Nosotros no queremos nada de este mundo, aparte de lo que el mundo nos da.
So I've shared with you these four the parts that we covered in the last satsang, just recently on the 31st of May. And this satsang is now the continuation of that same Akram Vignan magazine. Same Akram Vignan magazine.
Hoy vamos a continuar con lo que dejamos el 31 de mayo de la revista del Akram de Niruma
Yes.
de enero de 1989.
And now the next heading is then the experience of the self will happen.
Entonces el título siguiente es entonces la experiencia del ser sucederá.
Yeah, it's because you see, when you eat a fruit, when you're given a fruit, and you're expecting it to taste very sweet and lovely, but upon tasting it, you find it very sour or not, you don't like it, then accept it. Do not give an opinion, oh, this is awful fruit, you see. And from this simple example, you begin to accept all bitter or not so pleasant fruits, effects that arise in our life in front of us.
Yes. Dice que, por ejemplo, hay una fruta y esperamos que esta fruta sea rica y sabrosa. Y cuando la probamos, no le sentimos ese sabor que esperábamos. Entonces, pide que no la tiremos y que la aceptemos. Que lo mismo hagamos con todas las cosas que suceden en nuestra vida. Que aceptemos la fruta sin opiniones.
There's a new word, called rus. Rus. If you take a juicy fruit, a juicy fruit like a mango, say a mango, all right? It's very juicy. And if you love mangoes, even if you see it on a tree high up, you see, even if you see it up there, you haven't really actually eaten it, but just by seeing it, and it'll its taste will appear in your mouth, and your saliva will be there inside your mouth, even though you can't see it. You haven't eaten it yet, right?
Yes. Y por ejemplo, hay una palabra ras que el significado es, podemos ver una fruta jugosa, un mango, por ejemplo, en la parte de arriba del árbol y la vemos y ya nuestra boca empieza como a hacerse agua la boca, imaginando el sabor del mango.
Ras. You see? Every human activity, excuse me, every human activity in this world is fundamentally driven by this inner rus. Whatever you and I do, behind it is that interest, you see. Already you're going to move in that direction because you already are you have tasted that rus before. If you're making from the time that you entered into the kitchen, you spend an hour trying to make something, like a beautiful cake or a beautiful plate of food. You already have that rus inside you, you might not taste it. The lady of the home, she doesn't taste it, she makes it, but she can, even before eating it, she can taste it, you see.
Yes. Dice que toda la actividad humana está basada en este rasta, que es el interés por el que vamos, ¿no? Y vamos caminando y vamos saboreando este rasta por dentro. Imaginamos que vamos a la cocina y vamos a encontrar una torta o una comida rica. Incluso la mujer que la cocinó no probó la comida y ya la está saboreando.
Jai Sachidanandamyan, Jai Sachidanand, Vishuddhatma Bhagwan, yes. And our dear Anila and Carlos, yes. Now in Akram Vignan, we are moving in a different direction, different dimension, in a different level of understanding, and that this taste drive towards that taste, rus. The drive towards a taste, and usually nobody will go towards something that is bitter. It is usually something that is pleasant. So the drive towards a particular taste of pleasure is called Vrutti. 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 You see, it's Vrutti. Chit. And it is in part, it's Chit inside that goes. Chitta Vrutti. Chitta Vrutti means the Chit inside your knowledge and your vision. Knowledge vision drives you towards that which is pleasant, which you believe will give you pleasure. And so you go in that direction. Chitta Vrutti. Chitta Vrutti goes in the direction of that which you believe will give you pleasure. Just a belief, you see. Just a belief.
En Akram Vignan vamos en otra dirección y es el entendimiento. Y este es el sabor que nos lleva a este entendimiento. Nadie irá atrás lo que es amargo. Siempre se irán atrás detrás lo que da placer. Y Vrutti es la palabra, ¿no? Y el Chit está puesto ahí, de Chit Vrutti, que es el conocimiento y la visión. Y entonces vas tras eso. Y los seres humanos vamos atrás de todo aquello que que creemos que nos va a provocar placer.
The opposite of ras, ras. So there is ras in these different tastes. In fact, at the final, at the level of the science, there are these five. These are the five senses. The sense of touch. Somebody touches you. Touch, taste, smell, seeing, hearing. You see, these five senses bring ras. They bring. They know their role is to just convey information, right? Information of touch. If somebody touches you here, this part of your face, then you know it is this face, this part of the face is being touched. You see? The sensation, the organs behind the skin, the receptors behind the skin, the nerve receptors, they simply convey the information, you see, that you are being touched, you see.
Yes. Lo opuesto de ras tiene que ver con los 5 sentidos, el tacto, el sabor, el olor, la visión y la audición. Estos traen el ras y es una información. Por ejemplo, alguien te acaricia la cara o te toca la cara, entonces está la sensación que reciben los receptores del organismo que traen la información de que fuimos tocados.
Yeah, touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing, you see.
Entonces esto es lo opuesto a ras es tacto, sabor, olor, visión y audición.
You could be taking a walk in the village and you hear somebody with this beautiful voice, singing, say like Carlos, okay, singing, and that sound information coming in. For the perfection in sound, a person may pay hundreds of dollars to go to the Carnegie Hall or the big theaters in Sao Paulo or in Buenos Aires to listen to the people who the symphony, etc. But the point really is it's limitless. You love to hear good music. There is no limit to this this love of yours. You see, you love to hear good music. Or you love, some people collect perfumes, little bottles, It just is, there's no limit to it.
Por ejemplo, vamos caminando por un pueblo y escuchamos cantar algo muy bello, lo escuchamos a Carlos, ¿no? Y está esa persona que tiene todo el dinero para ir a los mejores lugares a escuchar, pero se para y lo escucha. Y esa persona ama escuchar una buena música y eso es algo personal. Como también están las personas que les gustan los perfumes y coleccionan muchas botellas de perfume.
Some people get too absorbed in this touch. The human body is covered with skin and touch, so you can spend hours touching and being touched, and that is when it becomes intense, it culminates in the sexual desire, you see. So, you see this spectrum of this 5 senses, which is called, the pleasures of the 5 senses is called Indriya Sukh. Indriya Sukh. Indriya Sukh means the pleasure of, that is, you see, they're really conveying the information. They're just like the signals. And you are the signal knower. The receiver of these signals is the ego inside. So somebody touches Carlos, Marcela, Arman, you see, while you're the knower of this touch, but you become the receiver. Oh, I love it so much. The receiver of the touch is the ego. It's not the ama. Excuse me.
Yes. Por ejemplo, frente a estas situaciones, por ejemplo, una caricia, quedamos absortos, ¿no? Y la piel es el órgano más grande del cuerpo. Entonces, tocar, acariciar la piel, puede suceder durante horas y a veces cuando se transforma en intenso aparece el deseo sexual. Entonces todo este espectro de placer de los 5 sentidos se llama Indriya Sukh. Y pero el toque, todos los sentidos solamente es información. Nosotros somos los conocedores de esa información, de esas señales que se reciben. Y en realidad, ¿quién está recibiendo esa información y esas señales? Las está recibiendo el ego.
And the receiver of all of this, that is happening to the body, is the owner of the body. The owner of the body is the receiver. I love it, or don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. Both.
Y el receptor de esto, de lo que le sucede al cuerpo, es el dueño del cuerpo. Entonces puede decir, oh, me encanta, sí, acariciame o no me toques, salí. Las dos cosas pueden pasar.
So we begin to understand ras, some of our rases are of different types. You'll acquire a special taste of mate, special taste of certain kind of chocolate, or food, or a book that you love to read. Music, everything.
Y entonces comenzamos, ¿no? Con el ras, y que es especial, ¿no? Y vamos por el mate, por el chocolate, por una comida, y también por algún libro que nos guste leer. El ras es lo que maneja el mundo.
So in this heading about Atma Anubhav, Atma, Ama, Atma, Ama, and then when you add Anubhav, okay, it is experience, and then when you combine the two, it is like saying Atma, Nu, Bhav. In other words, you take away one A. Atma Nu Bhav is the experience of the self. Experience of the self.
Yes. Entonces esta palabra combinada, Atma, Nubau. Nubau es la experiencia. Y cuando pones juntas estas palabras, Atma Nubau es la experiencia de ser. Atma es alma, Nubau experiencia.
Anubhav, yeah, Anubhav. Anubhav means experience. Anubhav. Anubhav, you can have, we all have different experiences in life, and those are called experiences of, now we know these are the experiences of Luz, Marcela. You see, these are the experiences in the relative, you see. And then there is the experience of the self, Atmanubhav. Atmanubhav.
Entonces todos sabemos que hay diferentes experiencias, la de Luz, la de Marcela, pero esto es lo relativo. Y después sabemos que está Atmanubhau, que es la experiencia del ser.
And so now it begins the heading, okay? So I've given you ras. And also, by the way, the other word, the opposite of ras is niras. Ras means absence of ras. Somebody says, come, let's go. It's a beautiful morning. Let's go have some cafe latte, and you said, if you have no interest in coffee, you will say, okay, I'm not interested in it. You go, Niras, absence of ras.
Entonces volvemos al título, que era que empezamos a hablar de ras, y ahora es niras, que es la ausencia del ras. Es, por ejemplo, alguien te invita en una hermosa mañana y dice, ven, vamos a tomar un café. Y tú no tomas café y dices, no café, ve tú. Es la ausencia de ir por eso, del deseo.
Dada is asking us all now, the satsang begins. For you all, for you, what all has become ni ras? Dada is not saying what you're interested in. He's saying, what are you not? In which particular direction you have no interest? you have no more interest. It implies that before you were deeply interested in it, you see. Now, in what matters, in what particular matters have you lost that drive? If you hear, like if you hear that some very favorite dish of yours is being made in the kitchen by the lady of the home, your rus, when, okay, I will get to eat this or something, or eat this. It's your rus already. The moment she tells you, I'm going to make you something special, that you like, say, then your rus is already, your rus is already beginning. Your mouth already starts becoming wet, You already, the rus is
Yes.
already beginning. Yeah.
Y esta palabra niras, que es la ausencia del deseo. Y Dada nos pregunta para nosotros, ¿qué es lo que se volvió niros? Y que implica el no interés. El no interés. Antes sí había y ahora ya no está más. ¿Y en qué cosas, en qué aspectos hemos perdido ese interés? Por ejemplo, la comida, ¿no? Que antes sí la veíamos y enseguida empezábamos a sentir a saborearla antes de empezar a comerla. Y pregunta, ¿en qué perdimos interés ahora?
So Dadashri is asking, in what particular aspects it has become ni ras for you? Do you have interest in? Do you have ras in food eating? In the process of eating food, do you have ras in it? Dada is very, very smart. Okay, and Dada he doesn't. He takes these common things. He takes the most important activity of a human being, which is food. And he begins the entire science from this angle. He says, do you have any kind of interest left in eating food? All right. Now, this is a very advanced level satsang. It appears simple, but it makes us all see from inside. Dada is now, we are on a higher level of satsang here now. You understand? Dada is saying, do you have any interest left in eating food?
Yes. Dada dice que este ras, ¿no? Toma el simple ejemplo de la comida. Y a partir de este simple ejemplo, comienza un entero y avanzado nivel de satsang y pregunta, ¿tienes interés en la comida?
Yeah, so the questioner replies, koi cheez ma ras rahyo nati. There is no ras or interest filled moment in anything. Okay, in anything. Wow, I'm not interested in anything. I'm not interested in anything. So, go on. So.
Y entonces le responde a Dada, dice, no ras en nada. Dice, no estoy interesado en nada.
The Dada replies, yes, eat, drink, everything. I have not told you not to eat anything. If you want to dress up in very nice clothes, very nice, fleshy, beautiful clothes, fine, go ahead and do it. But become nirasa.
Dada dice, ve, come y bebe, no, yo no te prohíbo nada. Y si te gusta vestirte bien, también hazlo. Nikana rasu.
Become niras. Niras means.
Okay, now I did not understand. Yes.
Now do you understand?
Become yes.
Become
niras.
Niras. Ras means.
Yes. No desire. No opinions.
No. Neither opinion nor desire. Ras means that which used to happen to each one of us before the Gnan Vidhi. Oh, I love chocolate. I want to eat chocolate. Listen, that's I love it. I hate it. You see, that is ras.
Okay.
And now you know that Patricia loves chocolate. Okay, so if she wants to eat it, let her eat it. But you do not become the eater. You understand? That is called becoming niras. You are not eating the chocolates. The eater is eating the chocolate.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Entonces dice, ve, come y bebe, yo no te prohíbo nada, y si te gusta vestirte bien, también. Y entonces esto se vuelve niras. Y puedes decir, comer el chocolate, comer todo lo que quieras hacer, pero ten en claro que es Patricia la que come el chocolate. Tú eres el conocedor de que come chocolate.
Yeah, now very beautiful sentences coming up, and I'm going to spend some time on this because I think this is very critical understanding. Let me give it to you in exactness so that we can discuss it in exactness. Bધામાં નિરસ થાવ તો આત્માનો અનુભવ થઈ જાય. And આ બધા રસને લીધે આત્માનો અનુભવ થતો નથી. Oh, it's amazing. Sorry. Okay. He is saying is when you become niras in all of these things, when you, this one, you Samapura, not Carlos, or Anila, or Marcela. Marcela is filled with ras. She has desire to go to Greece or to Antarctica. She has got all kinds of desires to see places or do things or eat different foods of different countries, you see. That belongs to Carlos or Marcela. You have to, this one, the one who says Samapura has to become niras. You become niras. Look, this one, the Pudgal, is effective. It is by nature, love, someone touching you softly or tenderly. Can't change it. But you become niras. You understand?
Yes. Yes. Cuando tú, esta es una maravillosa oración de Dada, dice, cuando tú te vuelves niros, que es alma pura, puedes ver a Marcela, Carlos, que les gustaría ir a Grecia, a la Antártida, comer comidas de diferentes lugares, pero tú eres alma pura, eres Niras, es el Pudgal que por naturaleza le gusta ser acariciado, acariciado con ternura, en la comida, pero tú eres alma pura, Niras.
Oh, this is amazing. He says it is Dada is say it's okay. Let's go very slowly. It is Dada says it is because of all of these ras that the experience of the ama does not happen. Now, when Dada is saying experience of the ama, he's talking at a different level. Our experience of the ama has already begun within all of us since the Gnan Vidhi, since the Gnan Vidhi. Now, when Dadashri is speaking about experience of the ama experience, he's talking about the clear and the distinct experience of the self, spasht, shuddha, pure experience of the self. He's talking about the higher experience of the self, more of the self, you understand?
Dada dice que es por todo el ras que la experiencia del alma pura no puede suceder. A nosotros ya comenzó con el Nandidi, pero ahora tenemos que llegar a la pura y clara experiencia del ser.
Yeah, you see, Dadashri's final sentence now before, because that's the end of experience of the self. This is Atmanubhav, the clear and the distinct experience of the self. Ev Swamapura, Swayamapura. What does that mean in terms of experience? And this is this is only the last sentence I give you, and this chapter is over, but this is like a huge, big chapter, okay? That is just giving us the fundamental lines. So let me go. When one has ras everywhere else, then he is ras in matters of the self, you see. Wow. And therefore, Atma experience will not happen. Does not happen. I'm finishing the last sentence here. It's very important. See, look, if you have received
May I translate this because it's amazing. Yo soy alma pura, ¿no? Es la gran experiencia, pero cuando alguien tiene ras, el resto es niras en temas del ser. Y por eso el atma, la experiencia del alma, no sucederá.
Yeah, if look, everybody receives the Gnan Vidhi, right? And everybody proceeds on the path of more and more experience of the soul, ama experience, more experience, the soul that is separate and different from body experience, mind experience, right? That is, so he is now out and he is going higher. This one is ama, this one's rising. Everybody, but if you now the other says, if you're involved in 10 different things, you love clothes, you want to buy the best clothes, you love restaurants, you want to go to the restaurants where there's different types of food available. If you love So any of these 5 indriyas, 5 senses, if you go too deep into this and you get too involved in it, if you're running in these directions, any one of these 5 directions, then you're going away from the self. That means if you're going in this direction, then you're not interested in this direction. If you're going in this direction, Ama is on this side. You see, so if you're going in that direction, then how can you know anything about this direction? You only know about this.
Si te involucras demasiado, después de un anvi, ¿no? Cada vez la experiencia del alma se vuelve cada vez más profunda, ¿no? Y está separada del cuerpo y de la mente. Las puede, sí, está separada de la mente y el cuerpo. El alma se separa para todos. Pero si te involucras en 10 cosas diferentes, ropa, restaurantes, auto, qué sé yo, todas estas cosas, caes y te involucras en los 5 sentidos. Entonces saldrás del alma pura, porque los 5 sentidos van para un lado y el alma pura va para el otro. Entonces, ¿cómo puedes involucrarte con el alma si estás yendo para todo lo que tiene que ver con los 5 sentidos?
Sí. This ras, this interest, it's not just the interest. The moment somebody mentions, if you love chess, okay, if you are a chess nut, in other words, you're just crazy about chess, then the moment you see a chessboard or the moment you see 2 people playing the chess, you will forget everything else and, want to see what's going on there. Some people play chess on this, they're constantly, morning till evening, they're playing chess. Right?
Yes. Ras por ejemplo, alguien está muy, muy, muy interesado en algo, por ejemplo, en ajedrez, ama el ajedrez y en este amar el ajedrez se olvida de todo lo demás, hasta ve un tablero de ajedrez y se perdió ahí ya, ¿no? Y es como que hay gente que hasta en el móvil está jugando al ajedrez todo el día.
Yeah, you see? And now there is this new word that you are already familiar with, Vishay Ras. Vishay Ras. Now Vishay has 2 meanings. Vishay means object, topic, in which topic, object, in other words, something outside you, an object. Topic, Vishay, you see. The whole world is in Vishay Ras, means the whole world is interested in all kinds of things. Somebody wants to make a very nice piece of violin. He doesn't play the violin, but his whole life he's just making violins, gets the right kind of wood and he does everything. Somebody is interested in soccer. I mean, soccer means his brain is filled with soccer, Who made which goal in which year, in which match, and how he did it. You see, it's inside him, So Vishay, so it's the object, his topic. That's his topic, Somebody is interested in archaeology, and by looking at the bone, he can say, oh, a million years ago, there were human beings here, or, these are human bones,
Yes. Vijaya Rash, Vijaya, es es algo que está fuera de nosotros, es un tópico y es un objeto. Y el mundo es como que está, como que va para ahí. Puede ser una persona que no toque el violín, pero le encante hacer violines, o el fútbol, o cualquier otro deporte o cosa, y está todo el día pensando si es fútbol, bueno, en qué área juega, cómo es que hizo esto, cómo es lo que hizo aquello, o por ahí un arqueólogo que se pasa la vida buscando huesos, encuentra huesos que tienen 1 millón de años de antigüedad, que los seres humanos estaban sobre la Tierra. Esto, y eso, nada más.
Yeah, Vishay, the other meaning and the more common meaning of Vishay is sex, see? And the interest and the ras in sex, you see. For somebody who has Vishay ras, he is seriously trapped. He is seriously trapped. Other rases, eating food, clothes, this, that, whatever, are okay. Dada says, you just go ahead and do that. But Vishay ras is, as long as your Vishay ras exists, interest in sex, ras in sex exists. It is a very big block. It will not let you experience Amapura like you are meant to be experiencing. In other words, it just does not let you come home. Everything else, you eat a little bit of something nice plate, you're done with it, you see. Vishay ras is tough. I want you all to understand this, okay?
Cuando el cuando el ras es con la ropa, la comida, está todo bien, dice Dada, pero cuando ya el Vijaya ras está involucrado con el sexo, es como que existe un bloqueo que no te deja experimentar el alma pura y no te permite volver al hogar.
No. Of all the various rases in life, Vishay ras is the stickiest. It's like gorilla glue. Here in America, we have gorilla glue. Gorilla glue. Gorilla. Gorilla, right? Gorilla glue. I mean, that's just a brand name, glue. Okay. Gorilla glue is what you use if you got,
It's a glue to stick something.
Yeah, right. Something, and that is the stickiest glue. In other words, if you want to stick stone to stone, or heavy things to
Very strong glue.
Very strong glue. Very strong glue.
Yeah.
It just so so Vishay ras is the strongest glue, as opposed to watery glue. It's a light ras. You're interested, but if it's not their big deal, you never think about it. Your chit doesn't go there. You see, your chest doesn't go there.
Dice que el sexo en Estados Unidos existe un pegamento que puedes pegar piedra con piedra, y se llama Gorilla Glue. Y de todas las variedades de estos apegos que existen, el sexo es como este pegamento poderoso, el Gorilla Glue.
If you have interests everywhere else, then you cannot it's not easy for the self experience to happen, ama experience. But in life, all experiences and interests suddenly come to an end if you are on a ship. Say you're in a very luxurious cruise ship where everything is available to you, you see. All the pleasures are available. All the 5 pleasures are available. And suddenly there is a major storm in the ocean and the ship is going this way and this, And the captain says, "Hey guys, I don't know whether we can, the ship we got too much water in here, it's sinking. Now please come up on the deck, on the top deck, and we'll put on your life vests, life jackets, and we're going to start lowering this lifeboats." What will happen to your interest? There'll be zero external interest. Oh, if you're a Mahatma, you come back into Swayama Pura. Automatically that you will get the experience of the self. The other ones will be very worried, very much worried. Oh, what will happen to us? Will I die? What's going to happen? Will I live? Will I sink? I don't know how to swim.
Yes. Por ejemplo, imaginemos bueno, con estos pegamentos, ¿no? Con el sexo y estas cosas que llaman nuestra atención, no es fácil experimentar el ser. Entonces, en algún momento se termina. Y dice que nos pide que imaginemos que estamos en un crucero muy lujoso, que tiene todos los placeres disponibles para todos. Y de repente una gran tormenta se desata en medio del océano y está entrando mucho agua dentro del barco. Entonces el capitán pide que por favor nos pongamos los salvavidas y que bajemos a los botes. Entonces los que nosotros vamos a estar diciendo soy alma pura, soy alma pura, soy alma pura. Y muchos otros van a estar pensando si se morirán, si se caerán, si se hundirán, que no saben nadar y van a tener un montón de preocupaciones.
Or it could be a condition, a situation of the body itself. That you have very, very high fever, your body is aching all over, you have a severe headache, you just want to lie down. All these 5 senses, the rest is gone, just leave me alone, let me just be, you see. Let me be. So at that time you become near us too, do you not? We all become near us.
Hay condiciones que pueden pasar, que podemos tener fiebre, dolor de cabeza o cosas así y nos volvemos miras, ¿no? Y cuando solamente tenemos que acostarnos y descansar.
You see, we become near us. In other words, we are understanding now the play, the drama of this world, of this world, this pleasure-seeking world of the 5 senses, you see. And the withdrawal of the 5 senses, you see, you withdraw and not interested anymore. This is at the Pudgal level. This is happening at the body level, you see. This thing is not got nothing to do with Ama. Ama simply knows, oh, there, he went there to have pleasure on the cruise and see what happened. Ama is simply knowing it, you see. Simply the knower. Simply the knower.
Yes. Este es el drama del mundo, ¿no? El placer de los 5 sentidos. Y todo esto está al nivel del cuerpo, del pudgal, y no tiene nada que ver con el alma. El alma es el conocedor.
Yeah, in very high fever, influenza, flu, he is not interested, the person taking care of him, can I get you a nice drink? Can I get you any kind of, flavorful drink or something? No. Soup? No. Don't want to touch anything. Don't want to touch anything. Can I massage you, make you feel better? No, just leave me alone,
Yes, Shuddha. Yes.
We've
Yes.
all had the flu, so we know.
Yes. Por ejemplo, si estás con un estado de fiebre, dolor de cabeza, con estas gripes, no tienes interés absolutamente en nada, y por ahí la persona que te está cuidando con mucho amor viene y te dice, ¿querés tomar que te haga un té, que te dé una bebida con algún sabor especial? ¿Querés que te haga un masaje? Y a todo vamos a decir, no, 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 lo que queremos es silencio, descansar.
Mhm. 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 Yeah, so at such a time, human being will say, no, there's no interest in sex even sex, not interested, not interested in anything. It is the Maya, it is the illusion. That is temporarily removed to recognize that this thing is all happening, But as soon as the ship comes into clear weather and is not, and the captain announces it's not sinking, everybody's fine, everybody go to their cabins, oh yeah, they're back into the pleasure-seeking mode, Casinos on the cruise ship, go gamble your money, just continue to be in all these kinds of pleasures, you see. Or the man becomes healthy again and he says, oh, I'm going to eat this and I want to have this and I want to have that, you see. What's the difference? Yeah. What is the difference? What is the difference?
No, ¿cómo sería no estar interesado en el sexo y poder ver esto como la ilusión? Esta ilusión es la que se va a remover, ¿no? Y volvamos al ejemplo del crucero que está en el océano, que parecía que estaba pasando por una tormenta inmensa y parecía que se iba a hundir, pero bueno, pues sale el barco, termina la tormenta, sale el capitán y le informa a las personas que ya terminó el peligro, que pueden quitarse los salvavidas y volver a acomodarse en el barco. Entonces inmediatamente la gente vuelve a buscar el placer, el casino se vuelve a abrir y todos van por dinero, placeres, a comer. Eating is good. Eating is good. Oh.
Yeah, but whatever, this Dada has begun with this satsang today with this amazing word, ras. Do you have, in what matters has it become niras for you? Now, this is very interesting. The other sentence, as I give it to you again, in what matters has it become needless for you? You and you. I mean, this that is essentially speaking to Mahatmas now. Is speaking to Mahatmas. If he's not speaking to somebody who has not received Gnanvidhi. The Gnanvidhi guy will say, "Oh, I have no interest." These people play golf. I mean, such an expensive game, and they spend the whole day walking 18 holes, and kicking a ball, means hitting a ball and walking there and picking it up and hitting it again, right? I mean, what a waste of time, somebody will say. And another person will say, he'll pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to watch someone hit a ball. You see, this is Ras. This is Ras, and this is the kind of Ras human beings have developed. Or you'll pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go watch a soccer match, and where from your seat, they're like little toys playing far away, you cannot even see them properly.
Dada está hablando para los Mahatmas, ¿no? Y la pregunta es, que Dada nos hace sobre Ras, ¿en qué materias te volviste Niras? Niras se volvió para ti. Y le está hablando de los Mahatmas, porque los que no son Mahatmas, bueno, por ejemplo, se van a jugar al golf y están todo el día golpeando una pelota, tratando de embocarla en los agujeros, caminando por allí. Y hay gente que también va a ver esos juegos. Y cientos de personas observan esto y lo observan por el RAS. O cuánto dinero se gasta para ir a ver un partido de fútbol, ¿no? También es RAS.
Vishuddhatma Bhagavan, let's take a break.
Vamos a tomar un recreo. 10 minutes, Shuddha?
Yes, 10 minutes, and then we come to
Okay.
Dada, huh? Jai Sachidanand. Thank
Yes.
you,
Jai Sachidanand.
Marcela, Patricia, thank you.
Hola Patricia,
Hola Carlos, ¿cómo
frío,
estás?
estoy tomándote a morir, caliente, me quedo quieto y me congelo.
Oh, yo extraño los desayunos, estar todos juntos.
Sí, sí, estuvo bueno. Por suerte la casa estuvo todo bien, los chicos lavaron la ropa, mantuvieron todo en orden, no rompieron nada, maravilloso, como dice.
Milagroso.
Así que bueno, no. Viajamos, volvimos re bien. Nosotros al final nos volvimos desde Seiza con Lili, que lo fue a buscar el esposo,
Sí,
y una bendición, nos tiró hasta la puerta de casa. O sea,
maravilloso,
sí, ¿sabes qué?
maravilloso.
Igual Sandra no llegó al trabajo, así que no tuvo tampoco problemas por eso, pero ella tenía que presentarse ese día. Así que bueno, yo sé que varios tuvieron complicaciones porque tenían compromisos, trabajos, que llegar, ¿viste?
No, yo dije que volví al 13,
Ajá.
directamente.
Así que muy linda experiencia. Yo todavía estoy como si estuviese ahí en el Garba, como si estuviese con Gnani y todo así, ¿viste? Como que todavía no
Sí.
conecté. Es más, no veía a nadie todavía. Me puse a hacer cosas acá, estoy de acá haciendo desde casa. Hoy tengo que hacer unas compras y no quiero ver a nadie. Quiero mantenerme así, que nada afecte nada, ¿entendés? Nada, es terrible.
Ah,
Pero bueno,
ese-
hay que, hay que salir al mundo.
no, yo ayer trabajé, atendí y después 8:30 ya tenía sueño. A las 10 aguanté hasta las 10 porque si no me despierto a las 4. Y ayer me desperté con la canción, ¿viste? Como cantan Dada Baguana, Simple y Cargo, con ese ritmo brasilero.
Ah, sí, es re lindo, sí,
Me
sí. Me lo quiero hacer.
desperté con eso en la cabeza y estuve casi toda, hasta que empecé a atender estuve con eso en la cabeza.
Sí, muy lindo, muy lindo. Yo ayer tuve, por Zoom se hace lo de auxiliares y demás, a ver si enganchaba algo estos días, porque va sumando días, ¿viste? Pero hay tanta necesidad de trabajo que se suman gente con puntajes re altos y no enganchas ni de pedo.
Bueno,
Así
pedí la
que
entrega
bueno,
le dada. Entregale a Dada.
veré, veré qué hago. ¿Viste? Otra amiga, tal vez, que no sea Sandra, que también me colabore para mi vida. Una me lleva a viajar, la otra. No sé, estoy viendo por dónde, ¿entendés? Pero bueno,
Mm.
no, estando muy relajado, no me vuelvo loco. Sí, estoy todo el día conectando con gente, con posibilidades, pero todo queda en el aire por el momento. Así que
Ya va a
bueno,
venir, tranquilo, tranquilo.
Pero bueno, en la vuelta vine como aceptando más, ¿no? Todo. Me ayudó un poquito más a aceptar la condición, ¿sí? Que mi condición no es grave, también Carlos en la cabeza tiene mucho eso, no hay una gravedad en la situación, sino cuando hablamos de desapegar de cosas, quiero desapegar de Sandra también, ¿sí? Tiene, es así.
Acordate lo que dijo Dimple en la charla, que tenía mucho dinero y lo estafaron y vino la mafia y le quería cortar la mano. Y Niruma le dijo que hablara con ellos y que se lo entregara a Dada, ¿no? Que vaya a Satsang y pudo arreglar
Mm,
todo y después recuperarse.
sí, yo creo que va a pasar
No
todo
pongas tu
eso.
atención, no pongas tu atención en lo que no tenés, porque crece.
Ujú. Por suerte todavía mantengo la señal, porque hace un rato se me había ido.
Sí, acá también sentí algo así. No, mantenerte positivo,
Ujú.
positivo.
Bueno, buenísimo. Hay que abrir un boliche de barba. boliche largo.
Un trimandira hay que para abrir acá.
Y hacemos boliche todos los días.
Sí,
Así descargamos.
qué maravilla, qué maravilla.
Sí, muy bueno.
Y hacía 4 años que no lo veíamos a Gnani, mucho tiempo.
Bueno, Carlos lo vio ahora y ya quiere verlo mañana. A ver.
Bueno, imagínate lo que te estoy diciendo, 4 años sin verlo.
Claro. Pero bueno. Bueno, dale. Sigo escuchando.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I was muted. Yeah, I was muted. Sorry. The next heading is beautiful taste after becoming Niras. Niras.
El próximo título es Magnífico sabor luego de volverse Niras.
After becoming Niras, the taste becomes beautiful. Page 54. That too is a question followed by an answer of about 9 lines by Dada.
Esta es una respuesta de 9 oraciones que da Dada.
Now, the questioner says that after becoming, in matters of the self, I have more ras. There is more ras in matters of the alma self.
En temas del ser, del alma, me vuelvo más ras, más,
And so
más ras.
ras means ras means interest-filled moment. Ras-filled, that's what you're interested in, and so why are you interested in it? Because you find it very pleasant. You're getting something out of it, so you do it. Here in America, men on a Saturday morning, after their breakfast, many would all the noises start. Many start with their lawn mowers to keep their lawn looking perfect. You see, little pieces of land, whatever they have around their home, they're on the lawnmower, or they, they spend 2 to 3 hours really washing and polishing their car, you see.
Yes. Dice que, bueno, que en los temas del alma cada vez tengo más ras. Y es interesante, ¿no? Por ejemplo, en Estados Unidos, luego del desayuno, las casas tienen tierra, tienen jardines, y los hombres se pasan alrededor de 2 o 3 horas limpiando y puliendo sus autos.
That's where the ras is. That is where the interest is. What is the interest? Everybody will look at my car. Wow, look at that. It looks like a new car, you see. Or everybody will look at the lawn and say, oh, this home is so beautiful. It's got this perfect lawn, grass. And he takes pride in it. His pride is boosted. So there is pleasure in that pride. See, my home, my car, you know.
El interés se vuelve, mira mi jardín, mira mi auto, mira mi casa, y entonces allí surge el orgullo, surge el placer del orgullo.
Yeah, he takes pleasure in people looking at his, oh, you got such a nice car. You got such a nice car. No, so he takes pleasure because there's this sense of his pride is elevated, you see. Pride is elevated.
Entonces dice, uy, miren mi auto, qué hermoso auto que tienes, y todo eso le hace sentir placer y orgullo.
You know, when you see a wonderful thing, when you see a beautiful thing, to take it, to take it, that which arises inside that you want it, that which makes you go after it is called greed, you see. And having acquired it, to show it to others is called pride.
Yes. Yes. Por ejemplo, cuando ves algo que es hermoso y lo quieres que tomar, lo que surge es el deseo de tenerlo, es la codicia. Y mostrarlo es el orgullo.
So the subtlest definition of these two kasha is pride and greed, you know. Another example, you know, you are at a dinner, invited by a lady. She has made a lot of food, different kinds for you and others. And she serves it. She says, okay, she serves your plate. She gives your food to you. And while you start eating it, you got more, your plate is full, right? Your plate is full. While you're eating it, you find something that you take something that is very lovely, very tasteful, right? Very tasteful. So your eyes go to where the big plate is, you know, on laying there, which has got more of this that you like, you see. And to want that other thing, more in your plate, is greed. You have not finished what you got in front of you yet.
Por ejemplo, estás cenando, hay una mujer que cocina una exquisita cena y sirve los platos, te pone un plato enfrente tuyo, sirve a todos los demás. Y cuando lo pruebas algo que tiene un sabor exquisito y tu plato todavía está lleno porque recién diste el primer bocado, pero tu atención se dirige a la fuente donde está de la comida de la que fuiste servido. Y todavía no terminaste tu plato y ya quieres servirte más. Y eso es codicia.
Or, you know, you're eating at a certain speed, right? You know, you're eating at a certain speed, but when it comes to this particular item that you like, your speed increases, you know, your speed increases. You want to take it inside so that you can go for the other one. That also is greed. So that that is also greed.
Entonces, estás comiendo de tu plato y comes a determinada velocidad, pero cuando llegas a esa parte rica te la comes más rápido porque querés que te vuelvan a servir. Y eso también es codicia.
These are all ras that are happening to the Pudgal, to the body complex, you see. And our knowledge, as you rise in the knowledge of the Ama, so who am I in all of this, you realize that this is not my ras. The sky is interested in this. My ras is my Lord, my ras is the self, you see.
El ras cuando sucede en el Pudgal, en el complejo del cuerpo, y cuando el alma surge, y el conocimiento de quién soy surge, te das cuenta de que no es tu ras el de la comida, por ejemplo. Mi ras verdadero es el Lord que hay en mí.
So Dadashri replies, when the man says, I have more interest or us in the self and the matters of the self, Dadashri says, yes. What is greater here? What is higher here in this satsang of Dada, in the presence of Dada? What is higher? Then Dadashri says, even something greater exists here, greater than all the pleasures of the world exists here. This is here. What is it? And he says that if you check inside yourself, that is now he's telling us to Marcela, to Fabi, to Herman, to Shuddha, he's saying, if you see inside, you will see that in some aspects, in some part inside, there is some extra interest, you see, that is still left. For Shuddha, it's music, you see. I've got tons and tons of music and I just want to go back to it, but, so I have still interest in music, you see. But, you have to check and see where do you have greater internal interest? This is not your interest. Your ras is an ama. This is the interest of Patricia, Carlos, Herman. What is he interested in? So you can see that by checking, you see. And by...
Cuanto más ras en materias del ser hay, le preguntan a Dada. Dada dice que sí, que eso está bien, que es lo más elevado, que es lo más elevado, que es el satsang, que es estar en la presencia, lo más grande, que es lo más grande de los placeres del mundo, que es. Y es el Lord. Y si chequeamos dentro de nosotros y buscamos en qué aspectos tenemos todavía este ras. Jsca dice, yo tengo ras todavía por la música, tengo cientos de música para escuchar. Entonces nos invita a que chequemos dónde hay ras, en Patricia, en Carlos, en Germán, y qué clase de ras hay allí.
You see, that
y
is...
entonces tú sabrás. Sorry.
Yes, go on. Sorry. It's otherwise, Dada says, if there is no ras left inside this one called Shuddha, Carlos, Fabi, then the experience of the self will happen. In other words, if you go there, if it's still going there and you're still stuck up there because of the glue, because of the interest, then by that much the experience of the ama is prevented.
Dada dice, no hay ras dentro de Shuddha, Cecilia, Patricia, pero a veces vas por el pegamento, pero el alma te previene.
Yeah. Yeah, now should happen completely, you see. So if you check, you will see, if you know where your rus is, are you still interested? Having finished your meal, having finished your meal, you know, are you still thinking about food? Are you still thinking about, is your rus still about food? You've just finished lunch, but you're already thinking about, oh, what shall we make for dinner? You know, which recipe book shall I check? Do I go pick up this nice item so I can make it really like it is saying in the recipe of the New York Times or the Buenos Aires Times or whatever your Buenos Aires newspaper is on the Sunday? Oh, make this, it's so nice. You see. Still interested there, huh? Yeah.
Dada dice que dice que hay que chequear. Chequeas, cuando chequeas, ves. Chequear, si chequear, verás. Entonces, por ejemplo, comes, estás comiendo, terminas de comer, y si luego de terminar de comer estás pensando en lo que vas a preparar a la noche, y dice que en Estados Unidos hay, en el diario salen recetas, y vas a buscar las recetas y vas a buscar todas las cosas para ver qué es lo que vas a comer, allí hay ras.
You know, here means the self. If your interest is here, where Dada is present, then you would not be interested in what's going on there. And, you know, people will say, oh, come, beautiful things happening, you know. You're here, your interest is here, you know. So you would not be interested there.
Yes. Cuando estás interesado en estar en la presencia aquí, ahora, ya no estás más interesado en otra cosa, por más que te llamen y te digan, ven a ver esto, cosas interesantes están sucediendo, no te interesa.
Okay, now, so very, very beautiful stuff coming in. When here, which is here means ama, the self, Dada. Okay, when here there is total kind of ras, when you're completely interested in this matters of the ama and the self being around Dada, this is a new thing. Even then, these indriyas means 5 senses, will eat everything very nicely, drink everything, this is, okay, I gave you the sentence. Akram, that's the beauty of Akram Vignan here. That is the beauty of Akram Vignan here. Say you get a fantastic Argentinian meal, whatever it is that you love, you know, best, everything is fantastic, beautiful. You know, you look at it and you just say, marvelous, okay? If you have interest here, ama, if you have understood ama, these 5 senses of yours, you know, can smell the food, can see how nicely the food is displayed to you. You can taste it. You can drink the juices in it. You can do everything and there is no problem. It is the senses. The senses. The owner of the senses is enjoying it and there is nothing wrong with it. And here you are seeing Carlos or Luz enjoying this beautiful meal that Luz and I were enjoying in Posada, in a special restaurant. Luz will remember.
Acá hay algo que es hermoso, ¿no? Que es estar aquí en el ser y alrededor de Dada, y ahí estás absolutamente completo. Pero todavía, entonces todavía siguen estando los 5 sentidos, y es comer todo lo que rico que quieras comer, tomar todo lo que quieras tomar. Y esto es lo maravilloso del Akram, que pueden servirte la comida más exquisita en Argentina, y puedes ir a comer, pero es Luz la que come, es Carlos la que come, y el alma ve al que come. Y si se acuerdan en Posadas, ¿se acuerda Shuddha? Trae el recuerdo.
Yeah, you see, even if you are in Niras, Yama, Ayosama Pura, Ama is Niras, the taste will come. The taste will come very beautifully. You see? That is the thing.
Cuando estás en alma, en irás, el sabor vendrá, y vendrá bellamente.
Even, and this is the beauty of Akram, even when you do not have ras, even, so in other words, ras, swad, taste will come. You see, the taste will come. You are near us, the taste comes, the eater is eating, you are knowing, you're knowing. See? This is the precision with which you enjoy the play. The owner of this body complex is enjoying the pleasures of the world, and you continue to be the blissful knower of it, you see?
Yes. Con esta precisión, maravillosa precisión del Akram, ¿no? El dueño del cuerpo puede disfrutar de la comida, de la bebida, de todo, pero tú, que eres el eterno dichoso, eres el observador del dueño del cuerpo.
The contrary, that is an interesting sentence coming up next. Ras revati to ulto swad bagde. On the contrary, the lingering presence of ras spoils the taste. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You see, it's important that you become niras. It's important that you, Ama, become niras, and you become the Ama. Now, when you say, I have ras, I love going to that restaurant in Buenos or whatever your city is, or, I love it when this lady makes food, Now you still have ras in a specific direction. Whereas you become niras and then see how beautifully This machine that has been programmed to eat will eat and enjoy. That's the interference. You have to become near us. Accept the prapta, that which has come to you on your plate, and begin your allow the five senses to explode in the taste. In other words, you see it, oh, it's beautiful. You smell it, it's, it's very, you want to eat it. You chew it, it makes sounds, and that's pleasant, you see. You touch it, you taste it. All of these things goes on as part of the bhoga. It is a part of the offering that has come to you. You see, it's yours. You see, enjoy it. But the enjoyment is when you do not interfere. Oh, why is this here? I hate it. Not cooked properly, You see, that is the interference. Huh? Interference.
Yeah. Dice que el ras arruina el sabor, ¿no? Y que es importante el niras. Por ejemplo, tienes ras por la comida, por el restaurante o por algo por el estilo, ¿no? Cosas así. Entonces, el ras tiene una dirección que es específica, porque es la máquina del cuerpo la que fue programado. Entonces te sientas y ves el plato, lo observas, luz hermoso, huele hermoso, te lo pones en la boca, lo masticas, lo disfrutas, lo tocas y lo saboreas. Y esto sigue sucediendo. El disfrute sigue sucediendo. Mientras que no interfieras, mientras que no digas, no, esto no me gusta, no lo quiero. Es sin interferencia.
Sahajta. Sahaj, the next sentence says, this is because the naturalness. Sahaj means natural. Sahajata means naturalness. The naturalness is broken. Why is this here? Not hot enough. Too cold. Heat it up again. All right, come on, It was not received the way it was meant to be received. It is not being appreciated correctly. Yeah, if you don't like to eat it, just put it on one side. Just leave it. Can you see all the other things that you can enjoy, that that you can eat on the plate?
Yes. Es cuando se rompe la naturalidad, no se recibe y no se aprecia. Si es algo que no quieres comer de ese plato, apártalo y come lo que sí quieres comer.
Dadashri says the existence of the ras makes him or her emotional. Now it's not natural. Natural, emotional. Go. Natural, emotional. You see? You understand?
Yes. La existencia del ras produce emocionalidad. Cuando es natural y la emocionalidad es como ese movimiento que se produce.
And the emotional component of it ruins the taste. It ruins the taste. The taste that is supposed to come from this food that is warm and served nicely is interfered with him, or it spoils the taste. It spoils the taste.
Yes. Y cuando el comportarnos emocionales arruinan el sabor porque hay una interferencia.
We have a vegetable in India which is commonly available. It's called Karela vegetable. I will see if I can find an image of it for you, or maybe Marcela can find Karela vegetable image. And it's it needs to be prepared. It's like a squash, but it has got spikes, soft spikes on it, all sides. It's like a cucumber with ridges. It looks like a green cucumber, but it has got valleys and hills inside. Yeah.
Hay un vegetal en India que se llama carela y necesita ser preparado de una forma muy especial. Tiene como ondulaciones por dentro con especies.
So, in India, I mean, obviously we have 2 or 3 different vegetables, and chapati, like chapati, which you all know, and each vegetable has its own special taste, and that becomes a meal, you see. But the taste of Karela is bitter. I mean, it is really bitter,
En India hay 3 clases de vegetales que se comen con chapati que tienen diferentes sabores, pero el sabor del carela es amargo.
And what happens is, take my word for it, and then later on you can see the Karela. It's actually.
Después más tarde buscan el carela ahora, tranquilos.
But it's a good vegetable. It's good for you. It balances. If you eat too much sugar, it is a balancing thing. It's very good for detoxifying your system, you see. But it needs to be prepared in a certain way, you see. And Dadashri says, if you eat the shak means vegetable, Indian vegetable cooked, you're all familiar with it. If you eat the shak, if you eat the vegetable curry of Karela with taste, with swad, then you will not. No, if you eat let me get it right. I have to give it this you in exactness. Okay. If you eat the Karela shak, a vegetable curry, with ras, then swad or taste will not come. Will not come. The sentence is not over. But if you eat in a niras way, then taste will come. Very amazing sentence, okay? Very amazing sentence. See if you can describe it while I look for.
Yes. Dice Dada que si comes el carela shak, que es el vegetal, con ras, entonces el sabor no vendrá. Pero si lo comes en nirus, de la forma niras, entonces el sabor vendrá. Es un vegetal que balancea los niveles de azúcar y además también desintoxica, pero tiene que ser preparado de una forma muy especial.
And here are the Karelas. You see this Karelas? This is Karela. You see that in the pictures? You see this? This is the Indian vegetable called Karela. All right. You slice it like this, and then you have to, Nima knows how to make it. And then it's bitter, but it's got an interesting taste. Indians, especially, Gujarat, they eat them like all the time,
Acá está el dibujo, esto debe ser cortado así, rebanadas en rodajas. La esposa de Shuddha, Ninda, lo prepara muy bien. Y bueno, acá tenemos la forma y cómo se corta.
They're called bitter gourd, or that's the English word. Good. The Gujarati word is Karela. Karela. Okay, so now, have you seen this, Patricia? Have you seen this? Do you get them in Argentina? Are they available in Argentina?
I don't think.
I
don't know, really. I don't know.
If you know a farmer in Argentina, you can bring the seeds from India, and then they grow like crazy.
Oh.
And they're very good for people with diabetes. You see?
Esto sería buenísimo traer de India las semillas y plantarlos porque es muy bueno para la gente, para las personas que sufren de diabetes.
Yeah, this one is the seed here. You can see the yellow portion is the seed. And this is how it looks. And this is how it looks when it is ripe. And then the seed will come out, you see.
Acá se ve como cuando está en la planta y acá se ve como a la izquierda de cómo es cuando está cortado. Y allí están. The red one is the seed.
The orange one. Yeah, the red one in here is the seed, you see.
Aquí es. La parte roja es la semilla.
Anyway.
So we have to go to India.
yeah. But yes, Karela, I'm sure you can. But they're tiny. They grow. Of course, it's an acquired taste. It's if you cook Karela curry in Argentina, next time when the Gnani comes, he says, who made this?
Si conseguimos las semillas, las plantamos y le hacemos Karela curry al Nani cuando venga, y dice, uy, ¿quién hizo esto?
Yeah, you'll say, wow, this feels like I'm in Simandar City again.
Va a decir, esto me recuerda estar en Simandar City nuevamente.
Dadashri is not finished with his Karela, so let me speak to and tell you more about what Dadashri is speaking. But he says, if you eat this Karela shark, because people, it's a developed taste, so people actually, when they have something sweet in the food, some sweet, say for instance, typically if there is mango juice, you see, then there'll be chapatis, and then there'll be this Karela shark, in other words, this bitter. So this is bitter, this is sweet, you see, so you're getting column number 7 balanced, you see. You get a little taste of everything, something sour, something hot, something sweet,
Which column, please? The balance, I don't remember.
Column number 7, food.
7,
yes. Food. Some rasi, korak,
Yes. Por ejemplo, cuando hay algo dulce en la mesa, por ejemplo, jugo de mango, y está el Karela Shark, que es amargo. Esto nos recuerda el column número 7, que es el balance con la comida.
The Dada says there is a lot of taste in Karela.
Dada dice que hay un montón de sabor en Karela.
And Dada says, in whatever, there's a lot of taste in everything in this world. When you really think about it, it is just, you have to become niras. Get out of this. When you become niras, when you become ras-free, then the tastes go inside without your interference. Then you see the beauty of this world. Then you see the beauty of this world.
Yes.
You see the beauty of the tastes of the food around you.
Yes. Nada, dice que hay un montón de sabores en este mundo, ¿no? Y si te vuelves mirás, los disfrutar, y te vuelves mirás y libre de ras. Entonces el sabor irá adentro y verás la belleza del mundo y vendrá el sabor a la comida.
Yeah, so the last sentence is, as progressively you become nearest in it, then if it happens to come to you, you see, there will be a lot of swad, taste. It will be good. Dadashri today in the chapter of Ras and Niras has given us amazing new insight into this science of the self, you see. Talks about experience of the self, you see.
Yes. Ni irás en ello. Si sucede que encuentras en ellas, si te vuelves ni irás, y entonces va a venir el sabor, el rico sabor. Y Dada nos está dando una nueva mirada, un insight de la experiencia del ser.
Yeah, so my friends, this is the end of today's satsang. Ras, niras, swad, taste, sabor. What do you call taste in your language? Taste.
Sabor.
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 Swad. Swad.
Gusto también.
Gusto.
Gusto.
Yeah. Swaras, taste. Indriya, ras. Vishay, ras. You see, these are amazing topics, you see. But you can enjoy everything. What comes to you naturally, Dada is not saying walk away from it. What pleasure comes to you or will be enjoyed by the one who has programmed the pleasure for him from the past life. He gets a partner, he gets a sexual partner, he gets other pleasures. What comes to you naturally? Is really tasted correctly when you become niras. Niras is a quality of the self. Ama has no ras. Be the ama, and everything will come to you beautifully in front of you. Is that understood?
Let's see. Swat quiere decir el sabor, el gusto, y lo que viene naturalmente, no corras, no lo alejes, porque lo que viene naturalmente, esto es lo que fue programado para el dueño de este cuerpo. Entonces disfrútalo, la comida, un compañero sexual, saboréalo, sé libre, y eso es el alma.
Okay, so okay. I'm just kind of fiddling with some of this chat thing because I'm having difficulty in saving it, or at least, it's not opening up on my computer, so I just saved it. Okay, my friends, thank you so much
Thank you, Shuddha.
Marcela, yeah, so wonderful to be with you. I'm so pleased that you were with Gnani and enjoyed the company of this Brazilian Mahatmas too. Yes. Yes.
Bueno, está muy feliz que hayamos estado con el Gnani, que estemos hoy aquí en Satsang, y los brasileños también lo han disfrutado mucho.
The October 2021 Dadavani is on Man, Bride. That is our homework for the Guru Purnima. So it's already available in English for you. It's October 2021. Please study it before the Guru Purnima in the next 2 weeks, you see.
En las próximas 2 semanas nos aconseja Jsca que leamos el Aptavani de octubre 2021, que está disponible en inglés y que habla de lo que se va a ver en el Guru Purnima, que es dentro de 2 semanas.
Not the Aptavani, but Dadavani. Dadavani.
Sorry, el Dadavani de octubre de 2021.
All right, October Dadavani. Let me see if I can give it to you.
Kimochi.
Okay. All right. Okay. All the best. All right. Jai Sachidananda.
Jai Sachidananda.
Yes.
Jai Sachidananda.
Rosie,
Jai
Gabi,
Sachidananda.
Marcela, Kimochi, Yaya. Yes.
Jai Sachidananda, Shuddha Bhagavan, thank you.
Jai Sachidananda.
Gracias, Patri.
Gracias, Shuddha. Jai
Yes,
Sachidananda. Gracias, Padre.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Jai Sachidananda.
Jai Sachidananda. Jai Sachidananda. Okay, Jai Sachidananda.